Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we're talking about writing linear equation. We started this lesson yesterday and we continue. If you remember that, I told you that we have until now two ways of writing linear equation. What is the first way? Defined as?
Y equals mx plus b.
Y
slope and intercept
equals
form.
mx plus b, and that's defined as slope intercept form.
Slope intercept.
And then point slope.
Then we have
And y
slope form.
minus y1 equals
y1
m multiplied by x
m
minus x1. That's
x1.
defined as point
Slope intercept.
point slope form.
slope form. Okay. So we can continue. We find that we said that we have a relation between the lines and how we can write the equation. If you remember what we said last time, if you have a slope and a point, you can slope and intercept, you can find the relation. Slope and the point, find how we can find the equation, and 2 points, how we can find the equation. Now, if we have a relation between two lines, for any question that asks you to write the equation, of a line that parallel to or perpendicular to another given line, it's mean we need to find the slope of the first line. Then from that, we find the slope of the required. Again, for this one, what is the relation between the two lines? If the two lines are parallel, it's mean the first slope equals to the second slope. If the two lines are perpendicular, it's mean the product of the first slope and the second slope is equal to -1. Then from that, if you need to find one of the slope, it's mean change the sign and get the reciprocal for the second one.
Yes.
What is the meaning of that? If the two lines are parallel, you need to find the first slope. Let the first slope is 2/3. So from that, we can say that the second slope also will be 2/3. If the two lines are perpendicular, then let the first slope is -2/3 or 2/3. Let this one is 2/3. So the second one, if the first one is positive, the second will be negative. If the first one is negative, the second will be positive. So this one is positive, so the second will be negative. And find its multiplicative inverse, so it will be 3/2. Again, because we have some members just joined now, we have two lines. The two lines are parallel, it's mean the two slopes will be equals. If the two lines are perpendicular, it's mean the product of their slope equal to -1. If you have one of them, to find the other, just to change the sign and find its multiplicative inverse. So how we can find the question in this problem? We need to write the equation in slope-intercept form for the line which is passing through. So that's the required. We have a point here which is 5 and -6. We have a line 1. Only thing that we have, which is a point 5 and the -6. This line is perpendicular to another line with the equation y equals -3/2x plus 7. Again, for this one, if you find that a line is parallel or perpendicular, it's mean you need to find the slope. If a line is parallel or perpendicular, we need to find the slope. So what is the slope?
2/3.
The slope here is m1. What is the slope?
M1 -3/2.
-3/2. So from that, because the two lines are perpendicular, it's mean we can find m2. What is m2?
2/3.
Because this line is -2/3. The first one is negative, so the second will be positive, which is 2/3. Any problem for this one?
No.
Any problem? Can we write the equation now? You can find it with two ways. You can use the point slope form, or you can use P to find the equation. B formula. So which one that you need to choose?
B.
B formula? Okay, yeah. I will solve B formula and I will solve with another way also. That's x1 and that's y1. So the equation that we have, y minus y1, which is -6 plus 6 is equals 2/3 multiplied by x minus x1, which is 5. Any problem for this one?
No problem. You can switch 6 to the other side.
Switching 6 to the other side by subtracting 6. Then now you can solve the equation y equals 2/3 times x, which is 2/3x. 2/3 times 2/3 times
-5.
-5. It will be -10 over 3 minus 6. You can replace 6 with a common denominator 3. So it will be, it was 6 over 1. It will be with the same denominator because we need to solve this one without using calculator.
18.
18 over 3. So the equation now will be, what is the equation?
Y equals 2 over 3x.
Y equals 2 over 3x minus
Minus 28
28
over 3.
over 3.
Any problem for this one?
No.
Any problem for this idea?
Sir, can you repeat? Can you repeat?
Again for this one. Again, I will repeat it. If you find, I need
Sir,
you to write the
joined
equation.
late, so can you repeat?
I will repeat again. Again for this part. Write the equation in a slope-intercept form, in point-slope form, in whatever the form that you have. And in the question, they said that a line is perpendicular or parallel. If you find a perpendicular and parallel, and the question asks you to write the equation, it means you need to find the first slope. That's given one. Then, what is the relation between the two lines? If the two lines are parallel, it means M1 is equals M2. If the two lines are perpendicular, then M1 is equals negative 1 over M2. So, the given now, the two lines are perpendicular. What is the meaning of the two lines are perpendicular? We need to find M1. What is M1 from the equation? That is the equation that we have. What is the M1? Which is the coefficient of x, which is negative 2 over 3. Is that clear? Negative 3 over 2.
Yes.
What is the relation between the two lines?
They're perpendicular, so we
They're
have to have the
perpendicular.
inverse.
We have to find the inverse. What is the inverse? The first one is negative,
It's positive.
so the second will
2
be
over
positive.
3.
So it will be 2 over 3. Then find its multiplicative inverse. So M2 now. Now we have a point, which is 5 and the negative 6. And M2, which is 2 over 3. Then we can find the equation by using point slope form, or we can find it by using B. What is the
B
formula
equals
for
M-
B? B
Y minus
equals
MX.
Y minus MX. So that's X and that's Y. So it will be negative 6
Negative 6.
minus M, which is 2 over 3
Minus
times
2 over 3.
negative 5 times
5.
5. So it will be negative 6 minus 10 over 3. As we said, negative 6 will be
Yes. 18
over 3.
18 over 3.
So now it will be negative 28
Negative
over 3. That's what we find for B. And we have a slope
Yes.
equals 2 over 3. So the equation now will be y equals 2 over 3 x minus 28 over 3. That
Hey,
is the
mister,
same.
can you repeat how you found B again? Repeat
Which
it once
one?
more,
The
sorry.
first one or the
B.
second one?
The second one, the second one.
Okay, B, there is a formula for B. If you remember the session from last time, we said that B equals y minus mx. Y minus mx. You know how we find this one?
Yeah, I remember, yes.
You remember this one? Okay. So, if you remember how we solved this one, just a minute to erase this part. Okay. So, just replace. We have this one is x and this one is y. Just replace negative 6 minus the slope, which is 2 over 3 times x, which is 5. Then by solving, we find the value of b. And we have a slope, then we can write the equation. Is that clear or not? If you need me to explain it one more time, no problem for me. Okay. That is the same question. We need to write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line which is passing through. So we have now a line 1. All what we have for the first line, we have a point
3 and 7.
3 and 7. And this line, there's a relation
Parallel.
which is parallel to a line 2. A line 2. What is the equation for a line 2? Y equals 3 over 4 x minus 5. What we will find from line 2? From
M1.
line 2, we find M1, which equals
3 over 4.
3 over 4. So when I say parallel or perpendicular, just find the slope.
M1.
Then what is the relation if they are parallel? Go back again to the relation. M1 equals M2.
Same.
It means the second
4.
slope also will be 3 over 4. You can solve by using point slope form or by using P formula. So which one that you need me to use it? I will use
B
both
is
of them.
quicker, Mr.
P. So B is equals. That's
Y
the
minus-
equation. That's X and that's Y and that's the slope. So
7
Y,
minus
which is 7 minus
P over
3
4
over 4 times
times B.
3. Okay.
7
So it would
minus
be
9 over 4.
B equals 7 minus 9
9 over
over 4. And instead of 7, you can replace it with,
Uh,
that was 7. 7 over 1. You write the denominator equals 4. So 7 times 4 equals
28.
28. So now you can find B was equal 19 over 4. Now that is the value of B, and that is
Y
the value of
equals-
the slope. So the equation
Y
now will be Y equals
P over 4x
3 over 4x
plus 19 over 4.
plus 19 over 4, and that is the formula that we can solve. That is the equation of a line. Any problem for the equation of a line if you have a parallel or perpendicular?
No problem, Mr.
Okay, just let me a second to find
No
the
problem.
worksheets that you can solve it.